couple of questions about the president and his latest bout with COVID. The first time he tested positive, the White House had identified 17 contacts. Can you update us on those? And then were there any additional contacts from him testing positive again over the weekend that we should be aware of?
So those 17 are continue to test negative. So that's the update on the first positive test that the president had that we shared with all of you. With this positive test that we saw and shared with all of you again on Saturday, there's been six close contacts, and those 6 individuals continue to test negative.
Has he resumed the blood thinning medication that he had stopped when he was on Paxlovid?
He has resumed all the medication that he was on, before.
And then one final question quickly. There was video of him yesterday FaceTiming with the folks, the veterans camping out on Capitol Hill. We haven't seen anything from him today. Can you give us a sense of how he's doing with having to go back into isolation? I mean, is he, frustrated? And how is he dealing with being away from the First Lady for as long as he's been?
Well, the day's still young. You never know. Look, the president. I'm just making a joke. Clearly, it was not funny. I will try harder next time to be more funny. Look, he is continuing to work from the residence. And I just want to share, as we all know, the president is fully vaccinated. He's double boosted. He was on treatment for Paxlovid. And because of that treatment, he had very mild symptoms. And we had said with Paxlovid, there would be a small percentage of folks do have a relapse. This is what we saw. But he's doing well. You saw him, as you said, Darlene, and he said he's fine. He sounded great. And he's looking, as we know, he's someone who likes to be out there with the American people. He's looking forward to being out there again. And but he's going to continue. It doesn't stop him from doing his job and doing the work of the American people. So he is in the White House residence, and he's going to continue to do that as he isolates for a couple more days.
Thanks, Karine. A couple of clarification points on that. Dr. O'Connor said today that the president's feeling fine, but he didn't mention symptoms. Can you clarify on whether he's even experiencing any minor symptoms, congestion? Where are we on that?
So he is not experiencing, we haven't seen any reoccurring symptoms. That was in Dr. O'Connor's letter on Saturday, so that continues to be true. I spoke to Dr. O'Connor not too long before coming out to talk to all of you. As you know, some of you have had COVID, some of you have loved ones and close friends who have had COVID. Those symptoms that you have don't go away right away. They kind of linger. Those minimal symptoms kind of linger for some time. So you could expect that. And so with that, but there's no reoccurring symptoms. He's feeling fine.
The CDC guidelines on the so-called Paxlovid rebound are a little unclear. Can you clarify on what the expectation is of how long the president will continue to isolate? Is it 5 days after the rebound positive? Are we looking at another sort of clear set the clock and 10 days out from the rebound positive? What's the guidance on that?
So he's going to abide by CDC recommendations. So it would be 5 days as far as the isolation.
Thursday, from the rebound.
The rebound, right, on Saturday, yes. You're about to get, yeah. Going back and forth there.
And then